About what CSS is, and we're going to be talking about introduction to CSS. We're going to be looking about what CSS is all about and what we can use CSS to do. So CSS is just short for cascading style sheet. CSS is short for cascading style sheet. Now what CSS does is that CSS helps us to style our website. CSS helps us to style our website. So what does that mean? What it means is that when we are designing this website, we added this BG color tomato to this body tag to help us change the color. Right, so what CSS does for us is that CSS helps us stop all of this and just leave structuring to HTML and designing to CSS. So what that means is that we just have our HTML, so we use our HTML to just structure it. Like we explained, if we are looking at this as the body anatomy, the HTML is like a skeleton. So we just leave the HTML to be like the backbone, to be like the structure of the web page or the website you are trying to develop, and you leave just CSS for your design. So instead of having all this stuff designed by HTML, HTML is just leave HTML for the structuring. And another thing that HTML is important for, or why HTML is why CSS comes to play, is because of layouts. Now you notice when we were designing the website initially, if you follow the tutorials or the videos very well, you notice that before our pictures were not side by side like this. We had our picture here, then all of this was like underneath it. But to have them side by side like this, what we did was that we used this table element. We used the table element, and you can see stuff like this. Imagine if you want to keep having pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures and pictures and stuff like that. Here we have to do all of that. We have to do all of that with tables, and if you keep doing that, that can be so cumbersome. It can be so stressful to keep doing that, to keep having pins left or right. But all these things can easily be achieved with CSS. Instead of using tables, you can just have them normally like this nav, and just like all of this that we put inside this TD, and just use the CSS to move them to different positions. So that's what CSS is meant for. It's meant for primarily to design the web page, and to also ensure that we segment the work. Let the HTML just be structuring the website, and let CSS be responsible for our designing. So as we continue, we will look at so many other things we can do with CSS and how we can use it. So it's going to be practical as possible, and we're going to enjoy it. So until the next video, please do enjoy web development.